Heartbreak hits like a wrecking ball, doesn't it? One moment you're building a future, the next, it's shattered. But what if I told you that for many, a breakup isn't the final curtain call, but just an intermission? What if your ex isn't gone forever, but simply waiting for the right moment and the right you to return? A recent study even suggests that about 60% of couples manage to find their way back to each other after a split. So if you're holding onto a flicker of hope or just plain confused, buckle up. We're about to dive deep into the signs she's leaning back your way, and more importantly, what you need to do to make that reunion a reality. When a relationship ends, especially if you're the one who got left behind, it feels like the world has stopped. Your emotions are a whirlwind of sadness, anger, and desperation. You might feel an overwhelming urge to call, text, plead, or even show up at her doorstep. But here's the brutally honest truth. That's exactly what you shouldn't do right away. At the moment of breakup, her perspective of you is likely clouded by negative emotions. Your desperation will only confirm her decision and push her further away. She needs space, and frankly, so do you. This isn't about playing games. It's about giving both of you a crucial period to cool down, process emotions, and gain clarity. This silence isn't abandonment. It's a strategic withdrawal that allows you to rebuild your value and attraction, making you a more appealing prospect if and when she starts to reconsider. The crucial first step, understanding the why and healing yourself before you even think about getting her back. You need to understand why she left in the first place. Was it a sudden explosive fight that spiraled out of control? Or was it a slow, painful fade where interest simply died? Was there dishonesty, a lack of communication, or a deep-seated incompatibility? If your relationship involved physical or emotional abuse, let's be clear. Reconciliation is not just unadvisable, it's dangerous. Such situations are never acceptable, and your priority should be your safety and well-being, seeking support from friends, family, or professionals. Similarly, if infidelity was the cause, you need to have a profound conversation with yourself. Can you truly forgive and rebuild trust? Or is it a wound that will never heal? Often, cheating is a symptom of deeper unhappiness, and that needs to be addressed. Reflect on her behavior in the weeks leading up to the split. This introspection isn't about wallowing in self-pity, but gaining objective insight. Once you've wrestled with the reasons, it's time to look inward. Seriously, the biggest mistake people make when trying to reconcile is trying to manipulate external circumstances or their ex's feelings. The real change, the kind that lasts, comes from within. This is your personal transformation journey. First, accept that it's okay to be heartbroken. Grief is a natural part of loss. Don't suppress it. Allow yourself to feel the sadness, anger, and disappointment. Write in a journal, create art, or compose music to express these raw emotions. If the sadness becomes overwhelming, affecting your daily life for weeks, or if you ever entertain thoughts of self-harm, please reach out for professional help immediately. Remember, your worth isn't defined by a breakup. Next, you need to refocus your energy on yourself. This is where the magic happens. Many people get stuck because they don't know where to start. The answer is simple. Just start doing something, anything. Motivation doesn't appear out of thin air. Action creates it. You'll know if you're on the right track, but only if you stop procrastinating and engage with the world. Think about what truly matters to you, not what others think. Embrace the liberating truth that, honestly, most people don't really care what you do. This isn't harsh, it's freedom. It means you're free to pursue what genuinely brings you meaning without fear of judgment. Your decisions should be driven by your core values, not by how attractive you look in a new car or what your friends might say. So clear out the clutter and focus on what truly resonates. Rather than obsessing over the goal of getting her back, focus on building healthy habits. Goals can be overrated. Achieving them doesn't always bring the imagined bliss. Instead, identify key areas of your life, health, career, personal growth, and establish consistent, positive routines. When healthy habits are sustained, the outcomes you desire, including reconciliation, will naturally follow. Crucially, know yourself. This sounds obvious, but true self-awareness is surprisingly rare. What drives you? What scares you? Why do you act the way you do? How do others perceive you? You can't change your life if you don't know exactly what needs changing within you. And be honest about your own mistakes in the relationship. Acknowledging your role isn't self-blame. It's the first step toward genuine growth. Finally, don't try too hard. This might seem counterintuitive, but overexertion can push people away. Desperately trying to make friends, impress someone, or even force happiness often backfires. Instead, learn to appreciate what you have while striving for more. Find joy in simple things: a beer with friends, a walk in nature, calling your grandma. If you can't enjoy the little pleasures, even a successful reconciliation won't bring true happiness. The power of silence. The no-contact rule. While you're busy transforming yourself, the no-contact rule is your most potent weapon. This means absolutely no calls, no texts, no social media interactions, not even liking her posts. The duration can vary, from a week for minor conflicts to several months for more painful breakups. This isn't about being cold. It's about giving her and yourself the necessary space. Your silence will pique her curiosity. She expects you to chase, to plead. When you don't, it creates confusion and eventually, a sense of loss. She starts to miss you, not out of desperation, but out of genuine longing. During this time, avoid places she frequents. If you share mutual friends, subtly let them know you're doing great without dwelling on the breakup. The goal is for her to see your positive changes, indirectly. When she sees you thriving and not obsessing, your value increases in her eyes. It forces her to recognize what she might have lost. Reading the signs. Is she leaning back in? As you focus on your self-improvement and maintain your strategic silence, keep an eye out for these telltale signs that she might be ready to reconsider. These are the indicators she's still thinking of you and potentially wants to rekindle something. 1. She actively initiates contact. This is a huge one. She's the one who initiated the breakup. So if she starts reaching out, whether through texts, calls, or even trying to accidentally run into you, it means she's wrestling with regret and longing. She might be struggling with loneliness after the breakup, realizing that letting you go was a mistake. If she calls or texts for reasons that aren't strictly necessary, it's a strong signal she wants to keep the connection alive, whatever its form. Pay attention to how quickly she replies when you do respond. Lightning-fast replies suggest you're a priority. 2. She stays engaged with your life. This manifests in various ways. She might not block your number, keeping the door open for future communication. She might be highly active on your social media, liking posts, commenting, viewing your stories, or even sending direct messages with funny videos she thinks you'd enjoy. This digital footprint indicates she's still thinking about you. If she's holding onto your belongings or, conversely, avoiding returning hers, it's often a subtle way to maintain a reason for future contact. She might also keep old photos or videos of you on her social media, suggesting she's not ready to erase your shared past. 3. She maintains contact with your friends and family. Your social circle can be her indirect window into your life. If she's frequently asking mutual friends how you're doing, or even reaching out to your family, especially your parents, just to say hello, it's a clear attempt to stay connected to your world. She's essentially checking in on you, trying to gather information or subtly remind your loved ones of her presence. 4. She becomes nostalgic. When she starts bringing up happy shared memories, sending you old photos you took together, or acknowledging significant dates, like your birthday or your old anniversary. It shows she's still emotionally invested in your shared past. She's replaying the good times, and this often leads to a yearning for them to return. Sometimes she might even openly admit that she misses you or the relationship, which is a very clear signal. 5. She accidentally runs into you. If you find yourself frequently bumping into her at places you used to go together, or spots you know she knows you frequent, it's highly likely she's orchestrating these encounters. She's creating opportunities to see you, to gauge your reaction, and potentially to initiate conversation. If she's alone and makes an effort to speak to you, the intent is almost certainly reconciliation. However, be cautious. If these encounters feel excessive or stalker-like, prioritize your safety and seek help if needed. 6. She exhibits shyness or awkwardness around you. When you do meet, pay attention to her body language. If she seems shy, embarrassed, or fidgety, it's a strong sign she still has deep feelings for you. These are the same nervous gestures people make when they have a crush. Move in closer to you, avoiding gestures that create distance, like crossing arms, blushing, or trying to maintain prolonged eye contact. All indicate lingering affection and a desire to reconnect. 7. She calls when intoxicated. Alcohol tends to lower inhibitions and bring out true feelings. If she calls you when she's had a few drinks, it suggests you're a persistent presence in her mind and heart. While drunk calls can sometimes be random, consider the overall context. Is she expressing vulnerability, regret, or longing? Trust your gut feeling about her sincerity. 8. She's not dating anyone else, or is in a rebound. If a significant amount of time has passed and she hasn't moved on to another relationship, or shows no interest in dating, it could indicate she's still holding a candle for you. Similarly, if she jumps into a new relationship very quickly, within a week or two, it's likely a rebound, a temporary distraction to cope with the pain of your breakup. Rebound relationships are often short-lived because they're based on filling a void, not genuine connection. If she's in a rebound, it paradoxically suggests she hasn't truly moved on from you. 9. She's jealous or hides new relationships. If she shows signs of jealousy when you talk about other people, or when she sees you out enjoying yourself with friends, it's a clear sign she still cares. This jealousy stems from a fear of losing you completely and seeing you move on. Furthermore, if she does start dating someone new but actively hides it from you, it's another intriguing sign. She might be doing this because she still considers reconciliation a possibility and doesn't want to hurt you or make you give up hope. Her desire to conceal it implies she's not ready to close the door on your potential future together. 10. She apologizes for her mistakes. A genuine apology is a powerful indicator of reflection and a desire to make amends. If she acknowledges her past wrongdoings, understands the impact her actions had on you, and expresses a sincere desire to change, it shows maturity and a serious intent to heal the relationship. This isn't just a superficial, "I'm sorry," but a deeper understanding of what went wrong and a commitment to doing better. 11. She shows genuine effort to change. This is perhaps the most significant sign. If she's actively working on behaviors or habits you disliked when you were together, it shows she values you and the relationship enough to put in the hard work. This could involve addressing issues you discussed during your relationship, or simply becoming a better version of herself. Actions speak much louder than words. If she's truly willing to give up bad habits or things that bothered you, you hold a very important place in her heart. 12. There's a history of on again, off again. If your relationship has a pattern of breaking up and getting back together, it's highly likely she'll return. While this might indicate an unstable dynamic that needs careful consideration, it also shows a recurring pull towards each other. They often regret the breakups and struggle to stay apart. If this is the case, you need to decide if you're willing to address the underlying issues to break the cycle. Point 13. The breakup was impulsive or peaceful. If the breakup happened in a moment of anger, pride, or stress, or due to external circumstances like distance or work pressure, reconciliation is often easier. In these cases, the love didn't necessarily die. Circumstances or temporary emotions pushed you apart. If both of you still cherish and respect each other despite the separation, healing the rift is much more feasible than if there's deep resentment or betrayal. Re-engaging with her, a masterclass in subtlety and sincerity. Once you start seeing these signs and you've genuinely put in the work on yourself, it's time to cautiously re-engage. Remember, patience is key. Don't rush or appear desperate. Your contact should be calm, confident, and positive. 1. Start small and light. Don't jump into deep emotional conversations immediately. A simple like on her social media or a short friendly message asking how she is a good start. Keep the conversation light and natural. Avoid immediately expressing how much you miss her or want her back. If she doesn't respond, be patient. Wait a few days or even a week before trying again. If there's still no response, respect her decision to remain silent. 2. Choose the right moment for a call. Once she's responding to texts, a phone call can be very effective. Your voice can evoke positive memories. Again, avoid immediately bringing up the old relationship. Share what you've been up to, focusing on your positive changes, and ask about her life. Stay calm if her response isn't what you hoped for. 3. Invite her to casual activities. Don't suggest a romantic date right away. Instead, invite her to a relaxed, low-pressure activity. Coffee, a casual walk, or attending an event you know she'd enjoy are good options. This allows you to spend time together without the intensity of a formal date. Take small steps, share your new positive experiences, and let your confidence remind her of your engaging personality. Point 4. Master your communication and your ego. This is critical. When she's angry, talking too much will only make it worse. Instead, offer gentle gestures, a soft touch, a comforting hug. Many women reveal that in the heat of an argument, a simple, heartfelt hug can melt away anger. If you're not physically together, a short, loving text or an emoji full of hearts can go a long way. Sometimes putting your ego aside and making the first move to reconcile can save a relationship. Don't be stubborn. Trivial issues can cost you everything. 5. When you do talk, your tone of voice is incredibly important. The same words can have vastly different impacts depending on how they're said. You can even try a playful role reversal from time to time. Playfully mimic her angry words, then immediately follow it with an affectionate gesture, like, "You hate me so much, don't you?" Leaving you out in the cold like that, "I'm such a bad guy." Change tone, pull her close. "Come here, let me give you a hug." It's illogical but emotionally effective. 6. Reconnect with shared memories. Remind her of the good times. Show her old photos of the two of you, or reminisce about sweet moments you shared. These visual and emotional reminders can soften her heart and help her remember why she fell in love with you. You can even narrate a personal anecdote about waiting for her in the past, subtly connecting it to your current situation, showing your enduring care. 7. Acknowledge your mistakes. Don't over-apologize. It's crucial to acknowledge your part in the breakup. "I messed up. I know where I went wrong." But don't grovel or over-apologize. Constant apologies can diminish your value in her eyes and make her feel she has complete control. Instead, show that you understand the problem and are committed to fixing it. Offer a sincere explanation for your past actions, emphasizing that you've learned and grown. Let her know you understand her feelings, but avoid dwelling on negativity. 8. Gradually hint at reconciliation. As comfort grows, subtly suggest you'd like to get back together. I'm so happy being with you again. It feels like we're getting back to those good old days. Or suggest that the time apart has given you both a fresh perspective for a new beginning. 9. Have an honest discussion about past issues. You can't just sweep problems under the rug. If you decide to reconcile, you must discuss the fundamental issues that led to the breakup. Listen to her feelings, express yours calmly, and work together to find solutions. This shows maturity and a genuine desire for a healthier future, not just a return to the past. 10. Rebuild trust and connection. Trust is the bedrock of any healthy relationship. It allows for vulnerability and openness. To rebuild it, you must be honest and follow through on your promises. Communicate openly. Secrecy erodes trust. Be transparent and willing to explore sensitive topics. The more openly you discuss concerns, the closer you'll feel. Respect her needs and boundaries, allowing both of you personal space to grow. Share new positive experiences together, and perhaps even find humor in past negative ones to build commitment and confidence. 11. Show, don't just tell. This is perhaps the most important principle. Simply saying you've changed isn't enough. You must demonstrate it through your actions. If she sees tangible positive changes in you, improved habits, a new outlook, a more stable emotional state, she will begin to believe you. Let her see the new, improved you, not just hear about it. Knowing when to let go sometimes. Despite all your best efforts and genuine transformation, reconciliation might not be possible. It's a tough pill to swallow, but you need to recognize when to stop. If she has truly moved on with someone new, if your efforts are completely one-sided, if thinking about her constantly hurts you, or if you find yourself losing your sense of self in the pursuit of getting her back, then it's time to heal yourself first. Your worth is not defined by whether she comes back. Sometimes, the most courageous act is to accept that a chapter has closed and embrace the opportunity for a healthier, more fulfilling future. Getting your ex back isn't about magical words or manipulative tactics. It's a profound journey of self-discovery and strategic re-engagement. It demands courage, patience, and above all, genuine transformation. By understanding the reasons for the split, prioritizing your own growth, and subtly showcasing the new, improved you dramatically increase your chances. Remember, true commitment is in your actions, not just your feelings. Whether she returns or not, this path will lead you to a stronger, more confident self, ready for a truly healthy relationship, be it with her or someone new.